continue with the part 2 for the expression control. Okay, so just to recap again what we have done from this same workplace. Alright, so if I press the space bar, okay, you can see the expression control, which is the 100% in the middle. Okay, and when the numbers is complete, and then you can see this line and with the point. Okay, so once this is completed, I want to have another number for this green section. Right, so how to do that? Let's see together this step by step. Okay, you can find this in the same weekly learning 8 to 9. Okay, pie chart animation expression controls part 2. Right, so how to start? First we need to create a new null object. Okay, just click anywhere in the timeline, right click new, and then null object. Okay, so you have one null object, and then we need to link these two layers, the 100 and percentage, to the null object. Alright, so you can select the T and then press shift in your keyboard, and then you select 100 and you go to this parent. You can choose either 100 or percentage, and then you click and you link these two layers to null one. Okay, so once you're done, I want you to add a new type layer, okay, for number 30 and the percentage. Right, so click anywhere so that none of these layers is selected. Then you go to the T, okay, then you type here 30. Right, you can change the number from here. Okay, you can change the size, and then after that you need another one, which is the percentage. Right, so if you select two of these layers, I can enter and name this as percentage. Right, so if you select the percentage and then you press shift so that you can select both of these layers. Right, and if you go to the align, you can make this line bottom, so both of it will correctly align in the bottom. Okay, so make these together, the percent and 30, and you actually can move this line and the point if you select two of these layers together by pressing the shift. Okay, the point and the line. Right, you can move this around. Okay, so you can move this so that it will be near with these two numbers, the 30 and the percentage. Right, done. So once you have create the layer for the 30 and percent, okay, now I want you to select the layer 30 and we need to add the expression control. Right, so select this 30, right click, effect, expression controls, and slider control. Okay, and then you expand the text, and you can see the source text, and you expand again the effect, slider control, and you see the slider. So you have to link the source text to the slider. Okay, and then after that, inside the source text, okay, we need to open the source text and type this syntax. Okay, so you open the source text, and you can see that you already have part of the syntax from here in the timeline. Okay, so we can click again so that the gray background will disappear, and then from the first cursor you can start to type maths dot round. Okay, and you can see at the bottom we have round in bracket, so we can press enter, but then you just need to delete, okay, this close bracket, okay, because the close bracket need to be at the end of this syntax, right? So that's the only thing you need to do when you type the syntax. Okay, so step number 7, you have to add the keyframe in slider control. Okay, and the end should be 30. So um, just make sure that when you move this header, okay, once it's completed and you can see the line, so supposedly the number will start counting from here. Okay, right, so from here, then in the slider control you will add one keyframes. Okay, you have one keyframes in the timeline now, and you will change this to 30. Okay, so now you move the header to the front and you add another keyframe in the slider, and you change the value from 30 to 0. And now if you press, or if you move the header, you can see that both of the number will continue moving. Okay, and when it reach to this keyframe, then you will see the last number is 30%, and you can have information about what are the data that represent for the 30 percentage. Okay, so you will do the same things for all of these section in your pie chart. Okay.